I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I feel myself feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying so much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, hey, thank goodness. Oh, you're early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. Could have always texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. Oh, that's right. Oh boy, and did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri into my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. Oh, it's so clean. Ah, haha, I wanted it. I cleaned it before you got over, so it's very considerate of you to do. Oh, no. It would be really embarrassed for my room to be messy while you were here. Oh, I do enjoy cleaning. It would have been... I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah, that would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that where you keep your hentai? Or is it your doujinshi? I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. I might want to see your doujinshi. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I let go of her wrist. She puts both hands firmly in her lap as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Ah, yes, of course. I have a few things planned you can help with. Decorations and the other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you had planned all this, taking it that far. Of course. I want to help make our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. But I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's early to forget that you're... it's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Yeah, intense. I guess that's the best way of putting it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Oh, is that so? Oh, that makes me feel so relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. It's you can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was gonna use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. It's rummaging through the bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. Okay. I did something on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's with that wooden thing, though? Oh, yes? This is a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all, actually. Oh, is that so? Oh, it's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your whole body. Relaxing, positive energy, romance reflection. It's almost like magic. Magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch to the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spray through the small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is this one for? It's this jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's good. It's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that'd be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, Do you purchase the right origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it right here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like is to do is write a different word on each paper. And we'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What'll these be used for? I cut pieces of ribbon and hang them from the doorway in the classroom. Then we can fasten the papers on the ribbon, create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Oh, it would catch the eyes of those passing by the room. May attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you were this good, Yuri. Is that so? Oh, well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Oh, Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, young Pepe. You can write any characters you want. Oh, I'll help once I finish cutting the ribbons. Okay. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. This is no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Oh, well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Okay, the thing is, I'm kinda into knives. She's kinda into knives. Oh boy. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Haha. You're laughing at me? No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's just an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, like it's kind of intense, you know? Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it and get your fingerprints on it? Don't do it, young Pepe! This is a setup! Oh, this is a setup, young Pepe! Should get your fingerprints on the murder weapon! Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the weapon with the handle facing me. I take it, turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where'd you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow. Young Pepe! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It was my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. Oh, I can cut through skin like it's paper. How do you know? How do you know? Oh no! A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Oh man! She stares at it with a noticeable fidget. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Oh! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. Oh. Oh, are we doing this? Is this the kinky stuff? I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull back my hand. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head. Her face is burning up. Yuri? That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? Oh, I'm so sorry. It's okay, I guess. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. Oh, boy. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be the stupidest thing to do, but I'll do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and I lick her index finger in return. Young Pepe! Did you really just do that? Yeah, now we're even. Yuri looks at me like I did something wrong. Haha. I knew it would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, young Pepe. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri's calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? Oh, I don't think I need one actually, you know. It was just a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. Oh, I see. As you're leaving. Oh god, the tension is quickly lifted. We resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbons like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, but it'd be very effective as a door curtain. Looks great. Good thing coming up with this, Yuri. Oh, thanks. Just something I saw online, really. You ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Oh, that's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you so much. Oh, just a little bit of water is okay. If you feel the cup's too much, it'll be too diluted. Oh, okay. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use a small plastic bathroom cup rather than a full-size glass. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then I bring it to the back of my room. Yuri? Yes? Come to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeves, pulling it back over her arm. Oh, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? Oh, no, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them in the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple. That way it would look very nice. I like to paint the gradient across the banner. Started with the colors of the sunrise in the daytime and then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. And we can hang it on the wall behind the podium in the front of the classroom. Oh, that's neat. So what are you going to write? Well, it'd be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. Is Yuri just going to do like a school shooting? Is that what's going to happen here? Like, she's going to play all the other kids, you know, with the pumped up kicks and just start going ham. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I knelt on the opposite side of the whatever, and we can wave each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on the banner with watercolors feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. Oh, I'm sorry if this was too childish. No, I don't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know, like, yeah. It is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment and thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun, like drinking and driving or smoking all the marijuanas. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. I just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy, you know? Oh, is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make you happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner and grabs an unused paintbrush. But then I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kia! Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. I'm sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. No, it's your face. There's droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, and then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here you go. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Oh. Is something wrong? It's hot, I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait! Huh? Just for a little longer. Feels really nice. Oh, okay. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped in her own thoughts. She wants you to kiss her. She breathes gently, half through her slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oils giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, send a tingling sensation through my arm, and suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. Oh, I didn't mean to space out. It's totally fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the events that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with the white dots to look like stars, and looking at the banner as a whole, it looks pretty natural looking. I think it came better than expected. Oh, I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Oh, not yet. I need to dry. It needs to dry first. That's true, but it won't. Won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I could do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Is that okay? It's totally fine. Wonderful. Oh, in that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Well, you could just stay the night, Yuri. Aha! You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Oh, no, that's not it. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. Oh, I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about the time. I need to start making dinner soon. Oh. So, you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we could have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she really gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxing environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen.